Hello there, I'm Yvonne DeCellis coming to you on my channel, Why Energy. I am going to try to make this quick and succinct. I did this video yesterday, and after previewing it and checking to make sure that the sound came out okay, which it did, I realized I made two slight mistakes, nothing huge, but big enough that I wanted to redo the video, and also I'm hoping you can see me fully. I tried to do a sitting version of this particular energy healing routine. This is called the Wayne Cook posture. I should uncross my legs so that I can get started with this. As with all things with energy healing, whenever I do any energy healing at all, I always rub my hands together to warm them up. And I'm actually kind of chilly in this room that I'm in right now. This is a room in the building that I live in. It's a shared conference/TV room. And it was available, so I'm using it, and I hope this works, and I hope you can hear me. And I'm going to try really hard to get this exactly right in one shot so that I don't have to reshoot this anytime soon. But if I need to, I will. And as always, if you are new to my channel, I welcome you. Thank you for coming to visit, and I really hope you will like this. I hope this will help you, and I hope you will be back. And if you are one of my regular followers or one of my subscribers, I love you guys. I really do. You helped me get my channel monetized a couple of months ago. I think it's only been like 2 or 3 months, but it finally happened after 5 years. And I owe it to you. So I really, really do appreciate it. And anyone who is watching this video right now, I have my crystal right here, and I am sending Reiki energy your way right now as a way of saying thank you. I'm sending you all of my most helpful get well wishes, and I'm trying to send golden healing Reiki energy your way right now. But with that all said, I want to get to this exercise. It was brought to my attention by one person. They felt that I spoke too much about my own life when I did these videos. I'll try not to do that too much. The reason I do that is I have multiple sclerosis and fibromyalgia, and I want people who have similar conditions to feel as included as possible. But I will try to hold off on that. So I'm sorry for diverging and going into my own personal thing. I'm going to go right to the move. It's called the Wayne Cook posture. This is a really, really good energy healing exercise for anyone who's really stressed and who just wants to calm down. It's also really helpful for people who are dyslexic in particular. I learned this one from Donna Eden, and that's one thing she had mentioned. She said that this is a surprisingly helpful exercise for people who have dyslexia. And I don't think it's just dyslexia. I think anyone who has any sort of illness that is affected adversely by stress can be helped by this exercise, because it's a very calming exercise. It requires your focus and your concentration, but it is also very relaxing. So I'm going to redo this because, as I said, I did this yesterday and I made a couple of slight mistakes. So I'm going to do this seated. When I did it yesterday, I didn't have room to do it in a seated area, so I have trouble with my mobility. I have a lot of problems because of the MS with dizziness, so I don't want to do this as a standing exercise. I want to do this seated so you can see how it's done seated. But you can do this exercise standing. You can even do the exercise lying down. I choose to do it seated because I get kind of dizzy doing this. So you have to cross your arms, and then you have to cross your legs opposite of the way your arms are crossed, and standing in that position for a long time can be a little bit challenging for people with balance issues. So I'm going to do this one seated. And also to answer a question that I've asked myself and that I've had asked to me always, very frequently, is how do I know which arm I should put up top? I know when you're looking at this video, this looks like my right arm. It's not. It's a mirror image. This is my left arm. When I do this, the way I tested it was by clasping my hands together and looking to see which thumb was on top, and it was my left. So I put my left arm on top of my right, and you should do the same. If you're right-handed and you feel like right is better, do it that way. Or if you don't know, do what I did, clasp your hands together and go with whatever thumb is on top. So if it's your left thumb that's on top, go with your left arm on top. And if it's right, go vice versa. Most important thing is to crisscross your arms and have your legs crossed opposite. So left arm's on top. So I'm putting my right leg on top of my left leg. Then clasp your hands together, bend at the elbows. I'm going to try very hard to avoid this microphone because it's going to make a racket. So I'm not actually going to put this directly on my heart chakra, but that's where the hands clasped should be, on the heart chakra. I'm not going to put it directly on because it's going to make a racket on the microphone, but you want to get your clasped hands on your heart chakra. And then we're going to take some breaths together. And most important breathing is you can breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. When you breathe in, rise up. When you breathe out, or when you exhale, let yourself sink. But the most important breathing technique is make sure your tongue is touching the roof of your mouth behind your top row of teeth. So let's start this once again. Do whatever feels right to you. Cross the arms, cross the legs opposite the way the arms are crossed. Clasp your hands together, bend at the elbows. Put your clasped hands on top of your heart chakra, and let's just take a couple of in and out breaths. So breathe in and out. And let's just do this one more time, one more inhale. And then on the out breath, let go and put your thumbs together and put the thumbs on the bridge of your nose where it joins your face, and then steeple the rest of your fingers so that it's almost like in a prayer position. Let's do one in breath this way. And then on the out breath, and or when you are ready, let go and put your fingers at the center of your forehead, press in, and now pull apart and go out to your temples. And you can keep your fingers at your temples for a few moments. This is a really good spot to keep your fingers at. This is on the triple warmer meridian, so it feels kind of good. It's a very comforting move. It's also really good if you have a headache, which I do almost every single day. So if you do have a headache, feel free to rub your temples. I usually just hold my index finger and middle finger on the temples. Rub the temples, and then when you are ready, once again, slide your hands down and once again bring them to your heart chakra. And again, the only reason I don't have my hands actually on me is because the microphone is underneath and I don't want to make a racket, but you want to hold on to your heart chakra. You can end the move here if you wish. I sometimes do. This is where Donna Eden ends the move, but I've added the triple warmer rub to the very end of this. So if you'd like to continue, the next thing I do from here is the triple warmer rub, which involves sliding your hands up so that it's at the very top of the torso, either side of the neck, and then just slide down your arms all the way down to the very tips of your fingers. Then go back up, slide up the backs of the arms, go back up, and then go up the back of the neck. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. And then you want to bring your fingers behind your ear and just bring the index fingers up to the back, as high up as you can get them. And then just hold it there, and then you can go back down. And again, you can just go up and down as many times as you want. You will be able to tell if this is working if you feel a temperature and or pressure shift. If you don't feel anything and you don't feel like that's doing anything, you can skip the triple warmer rub. I just recommend the triple warmer rub to people who find the triple warmer exercises that I do to be helpful. So that's pretty much the whole move. That's the Wayne Cook posture with the added move of the triple warmer rub at the end. I really do hope you found that helpful. As with all things energy healing, when I'm done, whenever you're finished up, to get rid of any negative energy you may have picked up, just rub your hands together and shake them out. And that shakes off the negative energy. One last thing on that note is if you're shaking energy off, just keep in mind the energy you're shaking off is negative energy. So try not to direct it at any living beings. And that's pretty much the whole exercise. As I said, I'm going to proofread this. I'm hoping and praying that this came out properly. I'm not going to make this public unless it came out right. So hoping it did. If you found this helpful, I ask that you please share it with anyone you think it might help. Please leave comments down below, hit the subscribe button if you wish, and I guess that's it. I can't really think of anything else. I'm sorry for the babbling. I also apologize in advance because we are about to lose eye contact with one another because I am using the back camera in the hopes of better video. So I really hope that was audible. I hope the video is good. I hope that was helpful to you, and I will be back in a week with more. As always, please let me know in the comments down below or on my webpage, which is ydcdesigns.org. There'll also be a link to my webpage in the description of the video. You can send a message to me directly if you wish, or if you want to remain confidential. If there's anything I can do for you, please send a message to me. Let me know what it is. I do take requests. And I believe that is it for now. So as I said before, I really do hope that was helpful. And as always, I thank you so much for your time. Peace and light. Namaste. Thank you once again. Bye-bye.